Oh, hello. This is a test video. I'm going to talk and see how the audio comes out. Alright. What is up, everyone? It's Mark, and I know it's been a minute since I've done a video, so I kind of wanted to get something posted, do kind of a bit of a channel update. Given the circumstances of how things are right now, I thought I might try something a little different and do a pandemic pantry kind of thing where I take a look in the fridge and we come up with something for dinner tonight. And then also kind of do a little bit of a channel update, kind of mix in with things. So first things first, I got to get you guys out of here. And I guess we should start by taking a look in the fridge, huh? Alright, so originally we were going to have this shepherd's pie tonight. Made this last night, made 2 of them, froze 1, and this one was going to be for last night and tonight. But there's no reason we couldn't have this tomorrow night if we make something different for dinner tonight. I've got some chicken that I need to use by Wednesday, use or freeze. And there are some leftover mashed potatoes from the shepherd's pie. We usually try to go a little bit lighter with mash so that it cuts down a little bit on the carbs and overall calories. But I think I could do something with that. So thinking I could make gnocchi with this. Fry that up a little bit with some of the chicken. Frozen peas and garlic and Alfredo sauce. So yeah, let me get a few things together and we'll get started. All right, so we're gonna kind of wing it here with the gnocchi. I'm gonna go for a kind of a 1-to-1 ratio of mashed potatoes to flour. We'll start with a cup and see where that gets us. So the channel, you know, I kind of want to know what you guys want to see, if there is anything that you want to see. I did leave you hanging a bit with the last episode there of the Rhodes time capsule thing. The whole pandemic sort of thing hit just as I was getting ready to produce the interview episode, and getting people together and coordinating all that is kind of difficult, you know, with things the way they are now. So that kind of fell by the wayside. I do promise to have something at some point in the future, but for the time being, we're doing some other stuff. I do have another Lego build coming up at some point. But, you know, the channel's kind of taken a backseat to other priorities temporarily. So that's 1 cup of mashed potatoes. And 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And basically just want to see if we can get this to come together into a gnocchi dough. And sometimes it's really just best to get in there with your hands. I'm just trying to get this into something that holds together. Is it a good... We have a dough. So let's... This is a pretty dry dough to begin with, so it shouldn't need much flour to not stick to the board. Do want to kind of knead this a little bit just to make sure it's worked together well. Alright, I forgot to get a fork and a knife. Okay, so we're going to just grab off a piece of this. And roll it into a thin tube. Like I said, it's already a pretty dry dough, so it doesn't take much to keep it from sticking. Alright, and get a nicer knife. So we're going to just cut this into about 1-inch pieces. And then we're going to kind of roll it off the back of the fork. Oop, that was kind of a mangled one. You kind of want to press it in and turn it. Oops. Alright, so I'm just going to toss all of the shaped gnocchi in a little bit of flour, just to help keep them from sticking together. And these will go into our bowl. Alright, we're going to set these aside. And I will get this cleaned up. Alright, so we've got the water going, we've got some oil heating up for the chicken. I'm going to get the chicken cut up in a moment. This is about 1.5 pounds. I think I can do one of these breasts. What else do I need to do? What did I need to do? I need a bowl of chicken. Yes, I should get the bread out of the way first. This does not really matter if this gets a little stale, since it's going to be making garlic bread anyway. I'll do about that thick. So again, this is leftover bread that I made, I don't know, Thursday night? Wednesday night? So I might as well use it up. Okay, so... said, I think one breast is going to be enough here. So I'll set this aside to put in the fridge in a moment. And just like to cut this down into more or less bite-sized pieces or strips, kind of against the grain. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cook up the chicken. We're going to pull the chicken out. We're going to have the gnocchi boiled and strained, toss that in there, cook it a little bit. Throw the chicken back in, throw some frozen peas in there, throw the sauce in there, and I think we'll be done. And I'm no chef. I do not pretend to be one. I just like to cook, and we're all kind of working with what we have right now, right? So. Gnocchi should only need a couple minutes, and I don't think it'll hurt to have it sitting in the strainer while the chicken finishes, so I'm not too worried about that. Going pretty well. want them to stick together. Salt and pepper. And we cook. Now, I'm only doing this for 2 people, so I did 1 cup of the potatoes, 1 cup of flour to make my gnocchi. Used about, I don't know what this worked out to, maybe 3/4 of a pound of chicken. Kind of designed this to be a generous portion for 2. This should work with most mashed potatoes. You might want to add an egg. There was some egg in this already because, like I said, this was used for a topping on shepherd's pie. So it was mashed potato that already had some egg and some milk in there. But you can use straight potatoes. You can use mashed potatoes with stuff in it. If you feel like you need a binder when you put the flour in there, and then go ahead and throw an egg in too. Yeah, so once they float like this, we should be in good shape. So I'm going to kill the heat on that. There we go. This is good because that'll kind of give the gnocchi a little bit of time to dry out, to absorb some of the water that's on the surface. Help it get a little bit more color when it goes back in here. I'm a little obsessive and I clean as I go. I'm pretty sure I got that from my dad. So thanks, Ron. It's looking pretty well cooked through, mostly. Clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. Oh, that stuff is good. Down East Winter Blend. They are definitely not a sponsor of the video, but I would take free stuff from them any day. I don't know if you can even still get this. I just still happen to have a few cans in the fridge. It's got a nice warm winter flavor profile, kind of cinnamony cider. Cider's a little divisive. I know some beer people hate cider, some cider people hate beer. I like both. I don't see why you can't like both. All right, let's get this out of here. I probably should have started heating garlic by now, but I did not. Let's yeah, let's get that to medium. Leave that there. Let's throw that back in. All right. Let's get a bag for that chicken. And this will probably be Wednesday. So if we have this tonight, we do the shepherd's pie Tuesday, and we'll do it Tuesday. Okay. Oh, I should not have let that sit. the toast going. And what do I need to add here? Peas. That's what I'm going to do, peas. Peas up. Why not? Keep these suckers moving. At this point, I'm going to put the peas in. Turn that heat way down. At this point, the chicken can go back in too. I haven't been talking much about the channel. I don't know what there really is to say. You know, I said I'm going to try and get that episode out eventually with a reunion for the Rhodes Time Capsule. And, you know, I kind of want to know what you guys want to see. Aside from the Lego episode I got in the wings, what do you want me to do? Planning more urban exploration stuff in the spring and summer. Again, that's going to depend on, you know, how things open up and, you know, all of the crazy currently going on in the world. Yeah, my gnocchi is going to be done here way before my garlic bread is ready because I kind of forgot to turn the toaster oven on. Let's use the spread, garlic powder. This garlic is sprouted, so I'm gonna hold off on using that. But we can still make garlic toast with, thank God it's not butter, and garlic powder. And yes, we're using jarred Alfredo sauce tonight. I kind of like this type. I've had other jarred Alfredo sauces before that I think are a little salty or a little overly fakey, cheesy, processy, creamy. This one's not too bad, but it's not too salty either. Slide it off the heat. This is going to take a bit. So glad to have you guys cooking with me tonight. You know what? I'm gonna do a little bit of Parmesan in there too, I think. Because why not? A little bit of extra pepper. And some parsley. Oregano, maybe. Do I have? That'll do. A little bit of garlic powder to make up for the garlic that I didn't put in. You know, sometimes you're just waiting for the last couple things to come together. Oh, yes. Go ahead and add my sauce. Do too much to begin with, because you can always add more, but you can't take it away. And most of the time with an Alfredo sauce, less is more, at least in the beginning. That should be more than enough. Just toss a little bit of Parmesan in there. Looks like the bread is getting nice and toasty. Or nice and toasty enough. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. This is probably more garlic toast than I should have made, but I kind of wanted to use up that loaf. Oh, now what I do have is some minced garlic and oil, water, oil, something. It's water. There we go. Do a little bit strong. Garlic toast. Maybe not too bad. Just do a little bit per slice. And it's been in a jar. It can't be all that strong, right? Scared of doing too much though. Garlic powder. Let's make sure it was garlic powder, not garlic salt. That's it. Maybe a little basil. All right. That's dinner, folks. Let's plate this up. After one more sip of the Down East cider. at that Parmesan, stretchy. All right. Let's split this into 2 bowls. There we go. I'm gonna take a couple of glamour shots for the thumbnail. Well, I don't know how many of you stuck with it for this whole video, but if you did, thank you. Please, please, please click the watermark down in the corner and subscribe. Click the thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, click the thumbs up anyway. We'll see you next time.